Alright, so welcome to the Baku Street Circuit in Azerbaijan. For the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, I qualified 5th in a wet qualifying session. Darn Latifi ruined my qualifying lap on the first lap, but then I was able to at least get another lap in, and I qualified P5 with it, which I'm really happy about. I put a new engine in, put it pretty much all new components in, because Azerbaijan is a power track because of the long straightaways. Even though most of the corners, these 90-degree corners, which won't really hurt the, which won't exactly hurt the downforce, especially with a low downforce setup.
And a warm welcome to you from Azadlik Square, heart of Baku and home, of course, to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. With high speeds, tight corners and few runoff zones, many are expecting a safety car here today, so our drivers will have to stay very much on their toes and hopefully away from the barriers. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line. Anthony Davidson, thanks for joining me once again for the Grand Prix. Let's talk about Bird. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
I just hope the AI don't do stupid stuff.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position.
My favorite driver.
And it's Pierre Gasly in P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Vettel, Sainz, Bird and Leclerc, Ricciardo, Bottas, Tsunoda and Louis Delatraz, Norris, Russell, Esteban Ocon and Mick Schumacher, Ticktum, Stroll, Sergio Perez and Guan Yu Zhou, Giovinazzi, Latifi, Mazepin and Callum Islet. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Okay, go with the strategy. Put a slightly lighter fuel load in. Alright. It's lights out and away we go in Azerbaijan. I knew the AI were gonna be so freaking stupid. I knew that was going to happen. Yeah, I gotta block the inside line so that they don't do anything. And I knew that darn McLaren was gonna come down on me. The AI, what really ticks me off about this stupid game is that the AI really are idiots in this game, and yet CodeMasters and EA still don't have a it's an Assetto Corsa and some of the other racing sims. They have an AI aggression control meter where you can adjust it to where it adjusts the not the difficulty, but the aggression of the AI. If only EA and CodeMasters would just put that in, we wouldn't have this problem. But again, they still haven't done that. I don't know why they're not doing it. I mean, I'm probably sure there's a lot of other people who want that. I would like it, if they could at least control the AI aggression so they don't do stupid stuff. It just really ticks me off. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. You wonder why EA gets so much criticism. They just can't do anything right. Oh. I knew I was going to get tagged from behind by the idiot AI. Jeez. And you wonder why, You wonder why EA gets so much dang criticism, you know, for the horrible job that they do on some of this stuff, you know? I mean, they make great games, but the problem is that they just don't care about their staff, you know? All they care about is trying to make a quick buck. That's just one of the things that really sucks about corporate America nowadays. It's never about the quality of the product. It's always about trying to milk every dollar out of a product, you know? Alright. Got through there good. And I know Carlos and Seb are probably going to try blocking the road. But you know what I gotta do? Try to sneak by at least one of them. Got by Carlos. I can't let my favorite driver, though, get away. Just gotta stay behind Seb. Try to get a tow off him. Just gotta stay in the slipstream. Suck the air off his car. See if I can overtake him. Got him.
Great maneuver. You made it look easy.
Thank you. Alright, time to get after Pierre and Max. Alright, time to go cattle up those Red Bulls. Time to do some rodeo shenanigans. Time to hog tie those bulls.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Not in DRS range.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Copy that.
Definitely not going to stretch these tires out because I know I'm going to lose way too much pace on them. need to stick with the original plan. So I definitely am going to need to get off these softs really quickly, especially if I'm going to have any chance at reeling in Max, reeling in my favorite driver. Alright, snuck by Pierre there.
We're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can.
Maybe I'd slip by Max there. That's for sure. Pit lanes up here to the left. Can't see. I just cannot see the darn pit road. It's hard. It's so difficult to see the pit road at this circuit because the pit lane just appears all of a sudden to the left, and it's hard to see where it is. It's really hard to see.
There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful. Go, go, go.
Good stop, guys.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tires.
Yeah, I'm trying to be careful. It's just the problem is that it's just so sudden, you know.
pits. Louis in the pits. Okay, the gap behind is 1.8 seconds.
And these danged Alpines are gonna ruin my lap. It's because Esteban and George are in front of me and they're lapping much slower than I am. Yeah, I did not want to be stuck in traffic, that's for sure. And I'm gonna have to really try to get around Ocon quick. I know Ocon's holding me up, I know that for sure. And I did not want to do that, but I needed to get around him because the only way I'm gonna have any chance at getting at you know, beating Max on pit strategy is to get out ahead of these slow cars. The problem is that these guys in front of me are gonna darned Alpines are gonna ruin me because they're in front of me and they're costing me time.
There's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time and there are no plans for a safety car right now.
Alright, well at least the good thing is I'm behind Esteban, so I should get DRS. I know that for sure. Should be able to get past him here.
Brilliant. Nice move.
I need to get around George Russell because I know that George Russell's gonna probably hold me up, but I do need to get around him quick. Got him, which is excellent. Good, Max is in the pits. I think Seb's also in the pits too, so that's good. And set fastest lap.
Fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
Alright. Yeah, Seb must have stayed out an extra lap. Looking at the map to see where Max came out. He actually got now stuck behind George Russell. Actually, he got around George Russell. I think I was going to say, I think he came out behind George Russell, so he must have quickly disposed of him.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
But I know Seb's still got a pit. I know that for sure, because I don't think he's stopped yet. So I think once this all cycles out, it should be in the lead. That's the thing about these street circuits, it's really hard to see the pit lane entrances. It'd be nice if they put like a big sign or something that says pit lane entry right here. Kind of help people like me out, you know, who have a hard time finding these pit lane entries. know Max is gonna have those soft tires. I know that for sure. Yeah, Seb's in the pits. I know I'm on the slower tire, but I think I can hold off my favorite driver. But yeah, I really want Max to win the Drivers' Championship this weekend because... But I know that the Mafia, FIA are going to favor Sir Lewis because they know that Sir Lewis supports these communist politics. And I know Liberty Media knows it's going to be good PR if Sir Lewis wins because he's unfortunately supporting the communist/Marxist movement. Because I know that Sir Lewis wants people like me to be obsolete. I know that for sure. I know Max doesn't. I know that for sure.
We're leading our teammate by 17.0 seconds. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Good thing is that Max is out of DRS range, which is really good. He's out of DRS range, so. Max is sadly in DRS range. Gonna be quite a battle holding him off, that's for sure. So I feel like I'm the only one who can really challenge him.
This is your final lap of the race.
Going up against a world champion in this game. Do what I can to hold him off. Gonna have to be a little conservative on the battery though. Save that charge for the front straight.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
It's time to put on the battery. Gonna have to hold him off. If I still hold him off and win the race.
That's a wrap, folks!
Fantastic drive, just fantastic. You deserved that race win.
So after a day of mixed fortunes up and down the field, we bring today's race to a close. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium. Let's have a look then at the drivers' standings. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
I have to give it to Bird. They fought so hard and had incredible pace at times, so I don't think anyone else did a better job today.
Let's move on to the constructors. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose ground at the top of the table. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Yeah, cutting that gap down.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy. How are you feeling after that win?
Yeah, Ferrari power.
It's safe to say you're smashing everyone's expectations, isn't it? Are you happy with your performance today? Is there anything that you think gave you the edge over your rivals?
Heck yeah. Arrow rules.
Appreciate your time.
But yeah, I was thinking of an imaginary story. You know, Mercedes didn't want me to use their engines because I'm anti-BLM, you know, anti-communist. So, yeah, Ferrari knew that if I could, Ferrari knew my potential, so they let me use their engines because I definitely needed a more powerful engine to be able to compete against the front runners. And sadly, I had to lower the AI strength because of that stinking patch. That stinking patch. I mean, it's good to see this year's F2 roster, Formula 2 roster, but I don't know why. It felt like that they strengthened the AI with that patch. So I was doing pretty good with 90 AI strength, but then I had to sadly slow them down to 80 because they were just way too fast at 90, even with a default setup. You know, the previous seasons I ran 90 AI strength with the default setup, and I was pretty good, pretty competitive. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I mean, I really don't know. Alright, do some weight training with... Yeah, I can do a podium celebration party if I want, but I gotta help King Louis out, keep his focus up so that way then he's in excellent shape. Ah, wait, wrong one. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I meant to go to the mail so I can get my Azerbaijan winner's trophy. Alright, yeah, Louis' focus is still down. Oh, man. Alright. Well, anyway, the next race is the Canadian Grand Prix. I'll just keep the same power unit in because Canada is fast. Alright. So on the next episode, we go north of the border to Montreal in Quebec, Canada, with the circuit Gilles Villeneuve, named after the legendary Canadian driver Gilles Villeneuve, who sadly died at Zolder in 1982. And his death sadly was caused, of course, by a heavy crash. But really, that was when Gilles was really angry at teammate Didier Pironi. And that was honestly, I think, an avoidable crash. If only Gilles would have just been a little more careful around that lap car, but I don't know. But either way, rest in peace. So yeah, see you guys up in Canada. Bye-bye.